Hey, I'm back with another video. It's 3:57. It is July 8th. It is Saturday afternoon, and I wanted to come on here and make a video. Just kind of touching base. This video is not for my perps, okay? If there are any sincerity eyes out there, or somebody who originally subscribed to my channel because they wanted to get more information on the paranormal, I have decided to pick up my channel and continue to move on, regardless of my ability, or I should say inability, to see the correct rating numbers on my videos or whatever. This is very good for me to talk and then also exercise my creativity, especially since this is what I'm going to be doing for hopefully the rest of my life. I want to do more creative type work, so I will be picking it up here and there, okay? But right now, Maria's trying to make an income because she needs to get some work. But anyway, so I was thinking, how when you're dealing with people who have narcissistic behavior, oftentimes when, this is just a general video, but I understand that there's people on the outside who are sitting here looking at me, scrutinizing me, judging me, and they, this is one of the issues that you deal with when you, when you're dealing with gang stalking, or you're having people who are involving themselves in your lives and making decisions for you and bullying you and whatever, you're dealing with your own inner wounds. Like you're dealing with bewilderment, you're dealing with depression, all these other things. So they expect you to get out and play their game. Like, well, go out to this job interview and or go out and look for a job, and and that's exactly what I'm doing. But like I said, I'm not doing it with the same sort of vigor and intensity as I did, I would say, all the other times throughout the years that these people literally were just playing games with me in the most abusive manner. And that is abusive when you're dealing with somebody who desperately needs a job. They're dangling your financial security in front of your face, and they think it's funny. I mean, this is how sick it can get. But anyway, so yeah, I am, because you have to sit here and craft. Number one, like I said in one of my other videos, you don't really know exactly which path to take, mainly because you're dealing with, people who are not very honest and decent people. And then also, you don't really know how to step out after, they've convinced other people to mistreat you, right? So you're basically walking into something, and you have to be very careful, because there's a lot of people who the environment has been poisoned because of corrupt people. So my what do you call it, reluctancy, or my being cautious. Me being cautious is understandable. So I am not going to sit here and allow myself to feel pressured or bullied by anyone. I will make my moves when I need to. Right now, I will say everything that I'm doing right now is kind of under construction, because I had mentioned before that I am learning some things. And then also I'm taking additional time to do some research on my own in addition to what I'm learning, because they, obviously I can write, right? But it doesn't really talk about the different programs that are out there so that you can do the kind of work that you're doing. So I have to do research on what's the newest thing, and try to learn these things myself. So it's a lot, okay? And I have to do this all of myself. All right. So I'm picking myself up, and I don't need to sit here. I will not let myself feel that I have to prove myself to anyone. Right now, I have to take care of Maria. I can't sit here and be concerned about what this person's thinking and this person's thinking. They don't know what you're dealing with after going through something like this. So they have unreasonable expectations for what you're capable of doing, okay? And at the time and execution of, to do those things, it's a lot on a person right now. And right now, my biggest goal is to constantly be looking forward and not allowing my brain to take me back into something that literally disturbed the hell out of me, like really frightened me, and still to this very day does. Like I mentioned before, I do wake up with the feeling, I have this morbid feeling that something sick and twisted was going on. I do want to clarify something really quick, though. I do believe, because when you're dealing with that kind of bullying, and somebody forcing you to do something that's just you fucking cannot stand, like you literally are contemplating suicide because of it. I don't know if maybe Bruce or maybe Sarah made up this story that I was after her. That's impossible. Okay, and this goes for any other woman. That goes for Teresa and the issue of this singer person. Or I had no intentions of getting involved with anybody. Anything that anybody has said is made up because obviously there's no time for me to do that sort of stuff. Okay, I'm not interested in taking anybody's husband. I'm not even looking for a husband. I'm looking for stability and I'm looking for safety. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, and so I don't appreciate people bringing me into their drama. Leave me out of the equation of anybody's drama, okay? Because this is not what I want my life to be about, okay? So anyway, I just wanted to say that. Yes, I am learning a lot of things. I need to put things into practice, and there are certain ways I have to figure out how to put these things into practice before I feel as though they are perfected, and I obviously know that I can't allow myself to sit here and be like super perfect because there's only so much time that I have. But I'm doing the best I can. Okay, that's all I need to tell you. I don't want people to. I always get this feeling that people always felt like I had to constantly prove myself. I don't want to prove myself to anybody. Okay. And I feel like I mentioned before, like I feel like this was just like way too much, way too much on a person. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. I try, to do something different every day, learning something new every day. But it's important not just to learn it, I need to put it into regular practice. So that's my biggest issue right now. And so I'm having to come up with ideas on how to put it into regular practice. I will tell you, when I was working, when I was younger and I was working, it was easy to put my new learned skills into practice because I would go into the office and say, or look around and say what's going on. Then I would take on a task or ask to take on a task that involved that, right? But right now, I'm not working. And I don't have that ability to use and intertwine this learning a skill and then actually putting it to use immediately. So, and of course, it's just for myself, which is great, okay, but I need to do that for other people. So anyway, I deal with my stuff. I deal with my depression. I get upset, because I don't like people dragging me into their problems. I don't want to be brought into people's problems, and I don't want to be accused of anything. I just want to live my life, And I mentioned my being upset about these people from my past. It was really, I keep thinking about what was good in my past, and like I really honestly can't say that there was really anything good in my past. There was like a few precious moments that I remember and when my son was younger and stuff, but no, I think I spent most of my time in my life being very unhappy around the same group of people that have caused me so much pain up to this day because of these differences that we have. And I don't have to justify myself to anybody, and I don't want it to feel like I have to, you know what I mean? But I also know that there are certain things that they do illegally, like manipulate things behind the scenes, and that have prevented me or causes me, great pain and anxiety. I don't feel comfortable with people, like having, telling employers certain things or putting things in place or me calling, wait, don't waste my time. You know what I mean? Don't waste my time. I'm not interested in dealing with, what do you call it, reviving old romances or gaining any new ones or whatever. I'm just somebody who wants to live their life, and it's not a religious thing with me. It's all about living your own solitary life path, your own choice. I think that's the most beautiful thing that we can do in our life. And I value that more than anything else on this earth. And I also value my personal ideas in life more so than I do individuals and other people. Because as you can see in this example, it is not worth most people's time to devote themselves to other people. Because other people are rarely in a position to truly appreciate your value. So, most of the time, if you can look back and think of all the things you've done for people and how people have basically betrayed you and stabbed you in the back, how many times does that happen? It happens way too often. you know, and the sincerity of people really is not there, you know. And so I remember learning that expression, no good deed goes unpunished. I honestly can think back in my life for things that I've done for people and showed that, you know, I was concerned, I was able to support their needs or whatever, and these people are the very same people that sit there and turn their backs on me, stabbed me in the back, and got involved in a malicious gossip campaign to destroy my life. So, no, I don't believe in devoting my life to others. I believe that we should serve ourselves. So anyway, gonna wrap up this video. I'll be back with another video sometime later. Take care. Bye-bye.